In this video, we're going to be talking about how to create a Microsoft Teams meeting. Now, we do have a separate video which is talking all about the features of Microsoft Teams meeting, but this is specifically talking about how do you create a new Microsoft Teams meeting to be able to then share it with either an internal or external person. The first thing we need to sort of discuss is actually there's a difference between an internal Teams meeting and an external Teams meeting. Now, with an internal Teams meeting, this is taking place directly inside of the Microsoft team. So, for example, in Project X, if I was wanting to run a meeting and it's specifically for my team only, what I would do is I would go into here and I can either click on this drop down, click on Schedule a meeting, or I can click on Meet Now, which will essentially start that new meeting for me. Now, that meeting will be recorded and it'll be saved directly against my Microsoft Teams. So it would appear against the chat and it would appear there for me to be able to watch. But this is really just for my kind of Project X team. The other type of meeting is an external facing meeting where we can share that with anybody else in the world. And those people, they don't need to be they don't need to have Microsoft Teams as licensed. They can click on the link and anyone can join it either through their web browser or through their Teams application. So to do that, there's two ways we can do it. We can either create it inside of Teams or we can create it inside of Outlook as a sort of meeting invite and then include a link in there. So the first way is to actually just go into our calendar inside of here and then click on new meeting, and then this will give us something very familiar to what we're already seeing inside of Outlook, where we can say a title, who the attendee is going to be, the date and time it's going to be, is it going to repeat or not, and general kind of details like that. So that's the first way that you could possibly do it, and just by clicking save and then send, that will then send it to the other people. The other way of doing it, which is quite a popular way of doing it, is actually through Outlook. So if I was to go into my Outlook calendar in here, and let's say, for example, I'm going to set up a meeting next Tuesday, I can go into here, select on to create a new meeting. I'll just drag this across in here. And then within here, I can actually say who I'm going to be sending this to. So I'm going to invite somebody. So I might just say I'm going to invite Chris to this, but this could be an external person as well. So I might just sort of say sort of Dougie, whatever, and I can add as many people as we like into here. Maybe this is going to be a sort of sales meeting, for example. And then all I need to do is click on this Teams meeting option, and it will then add down here my Microsoft Teams meeting and a link here as well. Now, your organization level will also be able to add in things like a logo as well. So that's not something you can do directly, but if your IT department wanted to, they could automatically have a logo added down here as well, which just adds a little sort of personalized kind of touch, so you know which organization this sort of Teams meeting is coming from. But as I say, once you send that out, that link in that email will work for anybody in the world to click on to join your Teams meeting. I hope you found those tips really useful, and if you did, please do like and subscribe to the channel for more Microsoft Teams training tips.